Don't you see these soldiers beside me, standing in all black with them shields on post, marching, they all my brothers.
Gold is precious, but loyalty is priceless. Hard on the mind might leave you lifeless. Wrong with this shit, I'ma need a diapers. Endure through any crisis, cause all my niggas righteous. I don't politic with vipers. Cowards fold, real niggas hold rank. Stand for what they believe and won't compromise a thing. Never harmonize with traitors. Do not affiliate with impersonators. You cross the line, you gon' catch the vapors. My niggas strong, no chase. Them other niggas sweet like annihilators. Tank full of brown sugar like annihilate. Every time I move, a righteous demonstration. All I deny is Satan. My brother's glorious, true warriors. The lay my sword down, the damn sentence can't stop till we notorious. Thrown in my way with a supreme audience. Proud ass nigga get exiled, no loitering around my brothers.
Yeah, you already know what it is. 144 back again, UPK style, putting it down for my brothers. And I roll with straight soldiers.
That's
you
right.
See them niggas with them shields
That's
and
right.
the fatigues and them boots. They my brothers. We gon' rule it on the king on the stand. We gon' rule this bitch at all costs. Nigga, we gon' take these from them crackers.
That's
Burn
right.
them
That's
to death.
right. That's
Take them
right.
to the
That's
ground.
right.
And
That's
we gon'
right.
eat
That's
and
right.
drink. Me and all
My
my
prayer like the ladder house. You can't blend with my men, nigga. I can tell you fake from your treacherous mouth. Claiming God is all love, we don't believe that. Give a damn about your 2 cents. Fuck your feedback. I give it all for my brothers, they deserve it. No excuses for my niggas. They striving to be perfect. Sacrifice whatever form, they never owe me. You be cake, we click tight like Sweet Pea and Jody. Endure to the end, it's what a wise man told me. Liquor from the top shelf, but I spit it with the loaded. 144, nigga, everybody know me. All I ever wanted was revenge, fuck a road. Say you down for the cause, gotta show me. Stand tall and do not blush. Remain calm when the danger pop up. Flow deep like David Jones locker. More bars than Central Locker. No competition, only glory in the distance for my brothers.
All right. It's Tuesday. It's Brotherhood class, man. We gonna clap it up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know, back at it. You know what I'm saying? It's Brotherhood class, man. When we teach, you know what I'm saying, one of the most important, you know what I'm saying, features to hold down the nation, man. Something that helps keep us connected like glue, man. You know what I'm saying? Like without brotherhood, man, you cannot adequately, you know what I'm saying, sustain being a nation, being a part of something without brotherhood, man. You got to have a common respect or a common love for one another, man, and that's what these scriptures is all about, man. These scriptures, these laws, these statutes and commandments, man, they help hold us together, man. And you're not going to keep these laws if you're not intending to be a good brother, man. You're not gonna try to follow these scriptures if you're not intending on being a good brother, a loyal brother, a strong brother, a dependable brother, you know, a hard working brother, you know what I'm saying? And with brotherhood, man, you find that, you know, everybody has a reputation or a name of sorts that they hold on to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we all get a name, you know, after we do our 90 days. And that name, you know, sometimes is based off of what aspect or what skill or what mindset that the man above you saw to you, or one that he would like to see from you. And then that name, you begin to build upon that name as your time in this truth or being a part of this nation grows. You know what I'm saying? That's something that black people, Hispanic people, Native American people, we know all too well what a person's name can mean, or what a person's name, what type of weight it can hold, you know what I mean? But it's something that can be sometimes misguided and have negative connotations sometimes, or we give respect or reverence on people's names that don't deserve it, just because they're an affluent person or a person that they see a lot of in the media, or, you know, they get a lot of traction about, man. But, you know, like I say, today is we gonna speak a lot. We gonna speak regarding reputations, man, or somebody's name. So without further ado, the first scripture, man, I want to pull. It's something that we've all read, and it's something that we can all concur with. You know what I mean? So we're gonna start off in Exodus. I'm gonna go to the book of Exodus, chapter 3 and 14. So in the book of Exodus, man, you got it for me? Well, I'm just expound a little bit on, just give a little backdrop on it. You know what I'm saying? So right here, man, this is when Moses, he's going to the nation, or at least the Most High is telling him, go talk to the nation, man. Go tell them, you know what I'm saying? Go tell them who sent you. You know what I'm saying? We finna get you up out of here, man. And Moses is like, man, it's gonna look kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? I need to tell them who sent me. You know what I'm saying? And this is where like, the Most High begins to state his reputation. You know what I'm saying? So if you could give me that, give me the book of
Exodus 3.
Yeah, give me Exodus chapter 3 and start at 13.
Con, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 13. And Moses said unto the Most High, Behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, The God of your fathers hath sent me unto you.
Salaki, when you read that, say the power. When you see God, that's the power. Go ahead.
The power of your fathers hath sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, What is his name? What shall I say unto them?
Now they need to know what's his name. Now the Most High, you know what I'm saying? I mean, figuring all the things that he's done, they really need a name? Are they gonna need a name at this point? And that's how niggas have always been. Who are you? Who gave that person authority? Who said you was this? Who said you was that? You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and read that out. 14.
Verse 14. And the power said unto Moses, I am that I am.
I am that I am. I'm me. They don't need a name. You know what I'm saying? Read on, all right?
And he said, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am hath sent me unto you.
I am have sent me unto you. Like this is him saying, they know who I am. I am did this. Me. I sent you. They don't need no name. My reputation speak for itself. Now read off his reputation.
Verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
And the power said moreover unto Moses, Thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, the Most High of your fathers, the God of the power of Abraham,
mm-hmm.
the power of Isaac,
mm-hmm.
and the power of Jacob,
mm-hmm.
have sent me unto you.
The power that rolled with Abraham when Abraham went up against those 5 kings and saved Lot. You know what I mean? The power that was with Isaac when he ran up against them Hamites when they was gonna take his wife. You know what I'm saying? That same power that was with Jacob. You know what I'm saying? When the same thing happened. You know what I mean? It's that same power that was with Jacob that helped protect Joseph the whole time, that helped raise them up in Egypt. Me. He's stating his reputation, what I've done. He still haven't given a name, because most often the things that a person can do, or things that at least with the Most High, his reputation speaks for itself, which goes for a lot of brothers and sisters too. Your reputation, the things that you do, are going to be the things that carry weight for you. And this is just the Most High stating his reputation, stating the thing. Like, you got to think about it. Most often you don't know nobody, you don't know a real rapper until they get to telling you, oh, well, did you hear that song he made? Brother got a weird name. I don't know the brother. A lot of people down here seem like some rapper named Mo3. I don't know him particularly, you know what I'm saying? But his name ain't enough. But he got a reputation for making good music. So we understand that it takes a certain thing or it takes, demonstrations for people to understand your reputation. Like we all grew up in the hood, man. We only know such and such from down the block because he might be a jack boy. He might be somebody who robs. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you hear his name, you know to start clutching your pockets, because that brother might rob you. Anytime you see him, you don't even know his name, but his reputation precedes him. You get what I'm saying? So we gonna drop. What you got? Something on that? I see you with the mic up.
No.
You got on that? We gonna drop that right there and give me the book of what is there? Yeah, give me the book of give me the book of Acts. No, not Acts. Give me the book of Chronicles. No matter of fact, now we gonna go ahead and give me that. Give me the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 39 and verse 1. You know what I'm saying? Because here in this school, you know what I'm saying, men begin to build reputations, you know what I'm saying, based off the actions that they commit, you know what I'm saying, here within the school, man. And I like how the general had broke it down, you know what I'm saying, during one class, how he would explain, the best troopers would make the best officers make the best captains, the best captains make the best generals, and they're on their forth. But it's the things that a man has shown to other men, that reputation that he begins to build, that helps you begin to gain responsibility or at least notoriety here within the school. It takes righteous actions, man. And if you want a good reputation, this is something that that you should keep in mind when seeking out that reputation. Go ahead and read that for me out. Ecclesiasticus 39 and 1.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus out of the Apocrypha, chapter 39, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High,
Mm-hmm.
and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient.
And you're gonna see now, when you focused here in this school, you know what I mean? You're gonna follow these laws, these statutes and commandments. You're gonna meditate on them thereof, and you're gonna seek out the wisdom of the ancients. The wisdom of the ancients is how can I describe this? How can I put this in a practical sense? So really, they feared the Most High. That's just how simple I keep it. You know what I'm saying? The beginning of wisdom is the following the law, statutes, and commandments. And you're going to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments by fearing the Most High. And when you show that you fear the Most High, just like Abraham. Abraham feared the Most High, and he began to have a relationship with the Most High, or at least to build that rapport or reputation to be one that's called the Most High's friend. He called Abraham his friend. That's a hell of a reputation to have, especially for men in these scriptures. If you want to call yourself a friend to the Most High, you're going to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. And you're going to show that to the men that labor amongst you. And that's how you're going to begin to build your reputation. Read on. Give me verse 2.
Finish that off.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Finish that off.
And be occupied in prophecies.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2. He will keep the sayings of the renowned men.
He's going to keep the sayings of the renowned men. These men that's renowned, these are men that have good reputations. Like all the prophets have good reputations. All the renowned men in the Bible, from Moses on down to Yahushua, those are men that reputations preceded them. You know what I'm saying? Because they heeded to the words of the men that came before them, and they used them to map out, at least what they would do in their lifetime, and they began to build reputations. And they only surrounded themselves with men that sought to do the same thing, or who would come out and to have a good reputation thereof. Like take Job, for instance, man. Job's reputation was for that of being a just and upright man. How do you become just and upright? How do you gather that reputation? You gather a reputation like that by following these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Read on.
God. And where subtle parables are, he will be there also.
See, that's like being here at the school. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where you going to catch the parables. This is where you going to catch the breakdowns. Being in classes. Showing people that you got the zeal for this, that you want this. You begin to build your reputation based off what people see about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know a trooper can work hard if he don't come around. You never know an officer can teach if he don't ever come up to the stage and teach. You never know. You never know what type of man that is until he begins to show himself and be around those men of renown. Trying to hear those sayings, get the breakdowns, putting the breakdowns to practice. You know what I'm saying? Using these things that you learn here in this school in your everyday life. And it's going to show forth because the men above you are watching. They always watching. What's that,
Yeah, this scripture is heavy, man, because, you know, just think about it when you was in the world and you had that country grandfather or that old school grandfather that always used to say stuff out the blue.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It'd be weird when he said,
Mm-hmm.
but when you ask him about it and when you think about it, it'd be something that's like real life.
It'd be something real.
You know
life.
what I'm saying? Right.
And then he be the one that you begin to mold your reputation based off the things that he's told you. So people gonna like, you know, in the world, we would learn wicked things from older men sometimes. And then we would have a reputation of being a hoodlum or a drug dealer or a pimp. Like people want to listen to Iceberg Slim, listen to his audio tape because you want to learn how to pimp. Now it works. It's a kind of a double-edged thing. You know what I mean? Like you can use it to your advantage or you can use it to a disadvantage of people. And you can start your reputation from there or you can kill it. You know what I mean? Like you can begin to take hold of a bad reputation depending on what advice or what sayings you hear from people. Now here in this school, if you follow the counsel and the guidance of these men above you, you will have a hell of a reputation that will precede you no matter what city you enter in. Like, it's amazing, you know what I'm saying, for, let's just say, you know, Captain Tazariak, before you met him, his name meant a lot to you. Before he actually walked through the doors in Houston, his reputation preceded him. You know what I mean? Like, let's take Captain Yatazak, for example. His name precedes him. He is a boot kiss tactician, and that is known. But that's his reputation. That's something that he's worked hard to build, and he started doing that by showing he wants to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. Excuse me. We're gonna drop that. Give me the book of give me the book of Acts, chapter 19, verse 13. Because this thing about a reputation, it's not even so much as something carnal. It's not, your reputation doesn't only sit with men. Your reputation goes into the fourth dimension. Like, if you have a reputation of being a weak person, you know what I'm saying? The angels know it. The Most High know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if like, okay, now let's just, and I hate to give them a platform. I really don't like to use these brothers because, you know what I'm saying, what they had done from the beginning, it was something that was strange. And I knew it would end badly. You know what I'm saying? But the NFAC, you know, they had some friendly fires over the weekend. So you begin to build a reputation. First you have this name, the Not Effing Around Coalition. Sound big time, sound tough, right? I mean, when you hear that, you think it's really some people who ain't playing. They ain't joking. They come in here and they coming to get something started. But then you have one good run, then you have another run in Louisville where it's 3 people that get shot. Now your reputation means nothing. Or at least now the reputation that you have now is that y'all do F around. Somebody effing around. If them guns ain't on safety, somebody effing around, putting their fingers on the trigger, and you ain't really using it to protect nobody. Somebody effing around. Whole reputation shot. Now your whole mission or whatever it was that you thought you started is all for nothing. It's all for nothing. Because you thought you was really going to be here to save black people. That black people were going to follow up behind your strong image. And now you look weak. Now you look like y'all can't keep. You got some itchy trigger fingers out there. You got some scared people out there that don't know how to hold ranks and don't know how to hold firearms. It looks silly now. Reputation shot. And all it takes is one bad happening. That's what makes this school so important. That's why I love when I watch a video and it says the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We are not affiliated with any Israelite group or organization because our reputation is one that's not to be besmirched. It's one that's going to remain because we do the things to maintain our integrity. We follow the law, statutes, and commandments. We keep brotherhood first. You know what I'm saying? We protect our sisters. We protect our children. We provide for each other. We have an awesome leader that has not been found in any scandal. He doesn't just, say things against the scripture and then have to say Salakia later. The men that hold those positions under him are just as mighty as they could ever be. But you know who they give all that glory to? The first and foremost, they give all that glory to the Most High, and they keep his reputation intact by being strong men of the Lord. So I love this place just for that, because of the reputation. If there was nothing else, the reputation alone has won me, and they have my life here. Just off the reputation of this school, man. Just because of it. But give me that scripture out. Give me that.
God, this is the book of Acts, chapter 19, verse 13. Then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists, took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits the name of the Lord Yahushua.
And the thing is, man, these some fake Israelite caps. These the NFAC trying to call out scriptures by the name of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Doc.
Saying, we adjure you by Yahushua whom Paul preacheth.
Oh yeah, they come in the name of Yah. We children of Yah, and we here to save his people. We here. We the Israelites. We Israelites. This Nick Cannon. We Israelites. But go ahead, read that.
Verse 14. And there were 7 sons of one Sceva, a Jew, and chief of the priests, which did so.
And he out there, he saying he can cast them out. He can do it. But go ahead, read what the evil spirit said.
Come, verse 15. And the evil spirit answered and said, Yahushua I know, and Paul I know, but who are ye?
But I know you. Go ahead, read that again. Just the who are ye?
And who are ye?
Hey, your reputation is one of renown. Read that again.
But who are ye?
The Spirit asks him, who the hell are you? I don't know you. You don't have a reputation as such like Yahushua or Paul. You may not fast and pray enough. You may not have done this enough. What's your registry? Who the hell are you? Even demons, even evil spirits respect your reputation, your name. He knew Yahushua and Paul by name. It's the demon. It's the demon. You got to earn that. And a reputation for casting out demons is not hard. it is not an easy thing to get. That's not an easy gift to have. That's something that requires work. And first, it comes with the work of following these laws, statutes, and commandments. Being around those men that can teach you how to do so. Because then you'll have a reputation for having that skill. What's up, Bob? Go ahead.
That's why that attempt by Nick Cannon failed.
Yeah.
And another one, that's why the attempt by Kanye West failed also.
God.
Because remember, he came down to Houston and came to Joel Osteen Church and trying to charge people to come, watch the scene. He said that we don't need a Bible. We can sing our way into heaven.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why his attempt failed, because you can't come into Yahweh Shah without his power, without his blessings, man. And you only can get that in the ISUPK, man.
God, Most High in Christ. You can only get that in the ISUPK, and then what's even heavier is that you trying to use a man's name and he don't even know you. Christ don't even know you. Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean that's like when you go to the club, like, yeah, man, I know the owner, I know such and such, man, go and let me in. The owner come to the door. Who is this cat here, man?
Who is you, bro?
And he say he know you.
Nah, I don't know him.
I don't know him.
Nah, he got to go.
Might know his cousin or something, but I don't know him.
I don't know him. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, he tried to name drop the Spirit, but you couldn't name drop the Spirit because the Spirit don't know nothing about you. Yeah, I know them, but I don't know you. It's cool. But that's how your reputation works for you. Your reputation works in just that manner, man. And again, it takes hard work to build it. Scripture say you gotta be around the dark sayings. You gotta want to understand the parables. You gotta meditate in the law. You gotta show your works to build that reputation, man. That's hard, but it's easy. Which next week we're going to go into that, about how easy it is to break a reputation. But go on and give me verse 16, man. I like verse 16, though. Give me that.
Come, verse 16. And the man in whom the evil spirit was leaped on them and overcame them and prevailed against them, so that they fled out of that house naked and wounded.
Nick Cannon did what?
Fled out of that house naked and wounded.
Deshaun Jackson did what?
Fled out of that house naked and wounded.
NFAC did what?
They fled out of that house naked and wounded.
Naked and wounded, man. Because you didn't, your reputation. You don't have a reputation for doing what you thought you could do. That's our job. ISUPK has worked up this reputation since 1969. This is not a hard. This is not a easy thing to do. To become a martyr for your people. To stand up in the face of your oppressor and to speak none other than the truth. To get brothers and sisters off of weed, to get sisters off the pole, and for them to stay there. These other Israelite organizations, they have the reputation of accepting dreadheads, accepting weed smokers, having whores amongst their congregation, Edomites, Hamites. You have poor reputation, and you didn't put in the work to have a good one. But because people like the flashier things in life, or like the places where they can sin freely, is why we have the reputation of having quality men and women enter into these doors and remain. That's what happens here in this place, man. What you got, Doc? I see you itching. Go ahead. I see your hand raised up.
That's the reputation of ISBK precedes itself.
Right.
Because all these other groups, man, they model themselves after us, for one.
Right.
And then two, you know what I'm saying, like when you watch those like debates with like them Kemet cats and all them other cats,
right?
You know what I'm saying? They base their argument off of ours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Off the truth. It's
Right.
like, well, and then they're easily cut with their doctrine because it's not what we preach and what we
Damn
teach.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, I hear what you're saying, but these ISUPK cats, they say this,
Right.
and we can't refute that, but we can refute what you saying.
Right.
You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
that's funny as hell. Cause hey, look, I was goddamn watching that clip that Captain Tazariak put up the other day with Sinetta. He said, you know ISUPK is watching. You know they laughing at you right now, but we have the reputation of maintaining our integrity. You know what I'm saying? No matter who we faced up against. You know what I'm saying? Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai for the men above us, these strong captains and these mighty generals, man. Because they go into the face of the public and they tear down those strongholds relentlessly. And they do not compromise a damn thing that's within these scriptures. They don't. And they hold on to this truth. That's why somebody can say that, hey, you know that they watching and you know that they laughing at you, because hell yeah, we will laugh at some silly nonsense that'll come out of a fake Israelite's mouth when you don't know the scriptures. You didn't put in the work. You did not gain the reputation. Your name does not hold weight here in the earth. Nobody knows you. And when we do know you, we're gonna laugh. We will laugh. Like the one brother that called, and I was in the school way back when, and well, what's your name, Mark? And he said his name. Well, this is what y'all might have known me by. And then you say some nonsense, some yada yada. Good night. You say yada yada, and you ain't. Who was you in the school? You got the Hebrew master sitting right next to Captain Tazariak, Captain Katazar. So you let him of all people hear you say yada yada. You let him of all people hear you say yada yada, man. On a live show. So whoever you was, or whoever you thought you were, you just besmirched your reputation in the front of the priests and prophets. You have just killed your reputation in the front of not only the priests and prophets, but in front of other people looking to join organizations or follow organizations. Now they know not to follow you because you say yada yada. You say yada yada on air. You don't even speak real Hebrew. But we do. We have a class every Friday. We have the reputation of not only teaching the Hebrew, but we read out the Hebrew every Saturday. There's things that a reputation can earn you in this place, man, in the earth. Just like with Commanding General Yohana. That his reputation is known worldwide, that he got to have an interview with the Russians. Right. But because he has men that he has raised up under him who have the reputation of getting their feet kissed by white people. Right. That is a hell of a reputation to be known by in the earth at this time. Like, it warms my heart for people to see I'm wearing clothes that say ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. I walk everywhere with the boots that get kissed by Edomites, and they just so happen to ask me every once in a while, do you get your feet kissed? Why, yes, I do. Why, yes, I do. How did you know? Because you look like those guys on the vid. Oh, well, I mean, I am one of those guys on the video. You may have, and if you did not see me, you probably saw one of my brothers, which we all carry the same reputation, and that's of this house. And we keep the reputation of this house solid. Because you come, and we're going to go into that next week as well, is how you are to represent, you know what I'm saying, a house. Because a house or a certain school particularly has a reputation that follows it, man. Like, and it's not one that's easy to gain. We're gonna drop that though. Give me the book of Chronicles, chapter 12 and 13. Book of Chronicles, chapter 12 and 12 and 38. Salakia. My bad. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm a little blind up here, but it's all good. We good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, give me that. Because even this, you know what I'm saying? Yes, First Chronicles chapter 12 and verse 38. Because I kind of brought them up a little bit early in the lesson, but they had to be talked on, man, because you try to explain yourself or you try to make yourself look like men of war, man, but it's displeasing to see someone fake being attentive to their people just for show. You doing these things for show and you trying to get seen, and then you embarrass yourself, man. And if black people didn't already have a bad reputation, now we have one of even worse. That we out and we always say, you know, well, we don't have an army and we don't have a military, and the military that we do have is right here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, and then you get some cats that just come from, and it pained me to see them out there with fringes on the bottom of their t-shirts. You out there with fringes on the bottom of your t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already Israelites got a bad stigma after them nuts out there on the East Coast in Philly or wherever that was that went and shot up the Jewish man's shop or whatever. So you already got a bad stigma, and now y'all out there besmirching the name of Israelites everywhere, saying we don't got an army. So then you build a fake militia, and now this is what you show when black folks do have their own army. That y'all can't even just stand in one spot with a gun. God damn, man. Good night, man. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, all you have to do is just come. You already in all black. Take the fringes off the bottom of your t-shirt. You want to build a reputation, or do you want a better reputation for black folks, man? Come to the place that has the good reputation. You come here and you learn here, you'll get a good reputation by default, because we'll teach you what the hell to do, man. We'll teach you how to grasp a hold of a good, solid reputation, man, and keep that and grow with that. Build a nation off a good reputation, man. You won't be able to build a nation off the back of the NFC now. Not now. Maybe, I won't even say maybe before. Maybe y'all could have had a good, strong following before this. But now, after this, somebody would have to be out of their mind. You'd have to be out of your mind to go follow up behind them. They ain't gonna teach you how to hold a gun. I thought all of them was ex-military. You ex-military, and y'all out there just squeezing trigger in the middle of the street, in the middle of the park. I mean, goddamn. Salakia. But you got that for me out? Or you had something?
La.
You got that from? Go ahead, give me that.
This is the book of First Chronicles, chapter 12, verse 38. All these men of war that could keep rank.
See, here's the thing, man. If you are a man of war, you are to be able to hold rank. And here, rank comes with a reputation. And you are to hold that reputation, man. Like our captains, our higher ranking officers, the reputation of these men is glorious. Like, you got brothers, man. I mean, Most High in Christ for Officer Dawada built this table right here. I didn't even know, but the brother got a reputation for being able to build, man. He's good with his hands. I didn't know that until he showed it. So now if he come in town and I pay the brother to do something like this. This is beautiful. Captain Tazariak, I mean, you want to go into a battle? You want to go into a battle with somebody who will be as scholarly as he can be and learn up his opponent and destroy them? That is a hell of a man to take with you. You want some awesome guidance, some awesome counsel, or even to learn how to battle? You can contact any general. General Q, you want to learn some Hebrew? You can contact General Q. You can contact Officer Tazadat. The reputation of these men is beautiful, and their ranks, they know how to keep them. And we don't want to talk about the warfare. You don't want to talk about the warfare, not with these men, because they understand the art of war, which is why they're here in this school, man. We have a reputation of warriors here, man. Go ahead, Doc.
God came with a perfect heart to Hebron. So
And
like,
they all have perfect hearts, man. They came here to this school, they all got perfect hearts now. Their mind was dead set on serving the Most High. They all follow the law, statutes, and commandments. That's how they raising us up to be men of perfect hearts. Go ahead, Doc.
to make David king over all Israel.
And at this time, you know what I'm saying, this was when the tribes came together. And this was when David and Saul was warring against one another, man. These men, they came. And they were men who knew how to hold their ranks. They were men with perfect hearts. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted to set up that seat that was already promised to King David, which our King, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, sits on. And that throne was to be established forever, man. You know what I'm saying? And give me that last part.
And all the rest also of Israel were of one heart to make David king.
And this is what we trying to get to, man. We trying to get all of Israel back together and of one heart to bring back that throne, man. To bring Christ back and to sit him on that throne, man. But it comes with a reputation, man. Like, we have a reputation amongst all the other nations as being divided. We can't stand. Black folks can't stand Hispanic folks. Hispanic folks can't stand black folks. We have all these other reputations except being a nation, man. Like, we can be called everything under the sun except Israel, man. Like, it's crazy, man. And then when you do want to be called Israel, you don't even know how to stand on what you believe, man. So the next time Nick Cannon open his mouth to say anything that might be true, he gonna renege. His reputation shot. You can't tell the truth and stand on it. You can't even when it comes to our athletes and celebrities, I hope that this is something that people are witnessing and watching. They are not men of war. They don't know how to hold their position in an argument. They say one thing and then do a whole nother. You showing all teeth to the rabbi, to the same person you said that was a animal and a beast. They're the same person you showing all teeth, all 32, or is it 36? I don't know how many teeth a person. 32. You showing all 32 to the rabbi. It's your reputation shot, man. I hope that people that's watching this video or that likes to hear when these celebrities say these things, I'm hoping that you taking that reputation of them being strong men just out the window. Because they're cowardice, and they're cowardice behind game, man. They cowardice behind game, and they don't really care about the reputation of their people. They don't care about the name of black people. You don't care about black people actually being called Israel, because that comes with a reputation as well. That name being called Yasher Allah comes with a price. It's something that you have to do for that. And your rappers, your ball players, your entertainers are not ready to lose the reputation that they have here in this place to be called great in the kingdom, man. What's that scripture? I think I got that one queued up. But I'm going to go ahead and pull that. Where it said, that teaches men so, the commandments. You know what I'm talking about? That teaches men so. I thought I had it queued up. Give me just a second. What up, man? I'm going to just paraphrase it for time's sake. The scripture that says, he that teaches that teaches men so, that teaches men the commandments, he'll be called great in the kingdom, man. That gives you a good reputation, man. And when you teach men not to do so, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had mercy on that devil, man. The Most High said not to have mercy on them. He had mercy against his oppressor, man. At the time when he didn't have to be merciful. He could have said the truth and stuck with it. Because that would have shown your people that you gave a damn more about them than how it felt to get a big check every week, every 2 weeks, every month, every year, to live lavishly. You give it Matthew 5:19. Go ahead, drop it. Go ahead, drop it.
Yeah, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of the least of these commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven.
You'll get a bad reputation in the kingdom, man. You'll be called least, man. Your name will be called least. You'll be at the bottom of the barrel, man. That's how you break your reputation. You can break your reputation by not keeping the commandments and then teaching other people to not keep the commandments. That's how you get a bad name. Give me that. Go ahead.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
The same shall be called great, man. You want a good reputation? So I say, man, about this house, man, about this school in particularly, man, the only place in the earth that you're going to find men who is dedicated to not only doing the commandments, but teaching them. Not for, yeah, of course, there's crowns that come at the end of it, but if we do it because we want our people to come out of this hell, man. We want to begin to give up, to have good reputations, man, when it comes to the Most High, man. We want those good reputations, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a reputation, it's something that a lot of people don't hold their reputations to high standards anymore. Not here in this lifetime. Like, in this lifetime, you have women, I remember it was a song, man, that J. Cole had dropped. And he was like, man, I want that Jada and Will love. Right. Bro, like, that's a hell of a reputation to have for somebody to want something like what you got, but don't even understand that the woman in the relationship, she ain't giving a damn about her reputation, which most women nowadays, or a lot of women, except for these beautiful sisters and princesses that we have in this house, these are the only women that I can say that I know actually give a damn about their reputation. They give a damn about how they make their house look, man. About how the hell that when they on Facebook or when they on out in public, that I'm carrying the reputation or the name of my Adawan, man. Man, give me that in the book of Isaiah, man, chapter 4 and 1, man. Because there's gonna come a time that sisters will seek out a good reputation. Like right now, we have a nation of proud whores in this place, man. Just only thing they care about is fun, getting that bag, being a hot girl. Whatever the hell that is, but they want to be it. They want to get the bag. You want to be a bad bee. You don't want to be no princess. But there's going to come a time. Go ahead, give me that out.
God, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man.
7 sisters going to take hold of one brother, man. Like right now, unless you up in here, because we got some bad brothers up in here, man. These brothers in here got, like what that Captain Tower was, I got 9 lives, I got 9 wives. I'm talking about, man, got some bad brothers in here who got stables of bad broads, man. But why though? What's the occasion, man? What's the point? Read that.
Saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
They gonna get their own money They got their own food. We gonna do our own thing. But what do they want?
Only let us be called by thy name.
Let us be called by your name. Now take out name and put in reputation, man.
Only let us be called by thy reputation.
By thy reputation, man. Now when you're a reputable man and when you do and you commit good works, a woman will cleave to you, man. Because now when people see her, they don't just see her, they see your reputation. If you a brother that don't play that, you know what I'm saying? That hey, look, man, when my wives come here, they gonna cook and they gonna clean. But when you here, like my wife, when my wife come to the school, she come to the school to work. But when brothers see me come to the school, I come to the school to work. It's not a day I come here just to sit down. What I come to the school for to sit down? The brotherhood is all in the building. We gonna laugh, we gonna chit chat, we gonna do all of that in the midst of doing the work. And when the work is done, then I sit down. She don't sit down until the work done. But when brothers see her, they know she ain't just coming up here to sit. She coming to, well, where the broom at? Where the mop at? Let me put my hands on. Let me go ahead and do something around here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that scripture will never be understood outside of this school because women think that they can have their own reputation. And you can. You can have your own reputation. Do you got that? Nah, I got it. It's in Ecclesiasticus. Well, this is going outside my plan, the scriptures, but I like this one though. It talks about a sister, man, that will something about a sister, man. No matter of fact, now we could drop that. It's all good. I'll find it later. But it's regarding a sister, man, that she could shame her father and her husband, man, with her actions. I think it's a proud sister, a proud wife shaming her father and her husband, man. You know what I'm saying? But a woman, here we go. I think I found it already. Yeah, now here we go. Nah, it's the book of a woman that honors her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she is. Well, I mean, here it's similar to this one. It's another scripture. I have to find it later. I'll pull it tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but next week when I go back into reputation. But it says that a woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all scriptures going toward the reputation of a woman, man. Like, it's easy for a woman to dishonor her husband, man, and a woman who is dishonorable to her husband, that goes against the reputation of the house that you represent, man, and you'll be counted ungodly. And how do you think that man is gonna look in front of his brothers or in front of his own mother or father that the woman that he chose, you know what I'm saying, she high and mighty, she high-minded, she's so prideful. Like, I mean, good night. I'm glad that we had to be quarantined almost through Pride Month, because Pride Month would have been a shameful month for a lot of women, for a lot of sisters, for a lot of brothers at that too. You know what I'm saying? Who in their own pride would have done some shameful things, and the reputation of the black community would have been smirched even more. You know what I'm saying? Like every June, it's disgusting to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, even at the beginning of this month, the things that were shown by black women, it was shameful. But that's because you don't represent nothing other than yourself, man. And that's the foolish thing. That's the foolish part behind it, man. Like, a woman's reputation is such a reputation is not something that's easily built, and it's not something that's easily maintained. It's something that takes hard work. It's something that takes diligence. It's something that takes, long suffering to achieve. But all it takes is a whim. It takes one moment to tarnish a reputation. It just takes one moment, and it can happen quick. You know what I mean? Like, it'll just happen quick. Give me Give me hold up, give me. Hold up. Give me the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 41 and 11.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus out of the Apocrypha, chapter 41, verse 11. The mournings of men is about their bodies, but an ill name of sinners shall be blotted out.
You know what I'm saying? So the mourning of men is about their bodies. So when you mourn somebody, it's just about, their body being gone. But what's going to be blotted out?
But an ill name of sinners shall be blotted out.
Now switch that word name with reputation.
But an ill reputation of sinners shall be blotted out.
Your reputation, man, who you are. The thing, like, in order to be a sinner, you have to do something. So your name or your reputation is going to be blotted out because of the things that you've done. You're going to be worth nothing. Like the scriptures say, you know what I'm saying? If you're not keeping the commandments and you're teaching men to do that same thing, not keep the commandments, you're going to be counted least. You're going to be blotted out. It's going to be as though you were nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy that people look at us strangely for keeping the law. People will excommunicate us from their family, from our families, from our lives, from our children. Wives will be blotted out of their lives here in this place because we decide to keep the commandments. But you don't know that when Christ returns, your reputation, that whore that you are, that drug addict that you are, that prostitute you are, that whoremonger you are, your reputation is going to be blotted out. It's going to be counted for nothing. Everything that you've done is going to be worthless. And that reputation that you have for being a player, the reputation you had as a trap star, when you die, ain't going to mean nothing. Ain't going to mean nothing. But you lose one of these, God forbid. But if we lose a brother in here who was not a sinner, we will mourn for that brother and his reputation. You know what I'm saying? Because who he was great. You know what I mean? Read on, though. We got some more on that.
Verse 12. Have regard to thy name.
Have regard for your name, man. Switch that word name out for me.
Have regard to thy reputation.
Have regard for your reputation, man. You gotta cherish that. Like when with Uriah, like, for the people that know me or for the people that's, been, in close proximity with me, they understand, man. I'm a brother, man. I intend to be an awesome brother. I intend to show brotherhood to all brothers, all sisters. If you need something, I got you. I don't care how the hell we gonna get it done, but somehow I want to be in the mix. Whatever you got going on with you, I want to make sure you get right. Like, you got brothers in here, man, that just have awesome reputations, man, and they regard it. They hold it dear, man, because it wasn't something that was easily achieved. It's not something to be toyed with. Like I say, in one fell swoop, you can tarnish that reputation, and there'll be no way for you to take that for you to take that nick out of your name. out of your reputation. You know what I'm saying? That badge that you once held is going to have a gray patch in it. It's going to have it. And people will always remember that one thing that you did. Now, they'll forgive you, but boy, that reputation that you may be leading now is that, hey, man, that brother, he sometime me. Well, hey, that sister got demons, every once in a while. You got to watch. She a good sister. But, hey, she kind of be going off on the deep end every once in a while. And that's all it takes is once. And then, just like with the earlier scripture, if you don't have a good reputation with battling demons, especially your own demons, your reputation that people are going to have for you is going to be that you're weak. And this is not a walk for the weak. Maintaining a reputation is not for a weak person. Because then your reputation will be that as a weak person. You will be called weak. You will be called a person who can't control yourself. You can't handle yourself. You don't know how to get over things. Or you take check-ins too deep, man. You just can't take the check-in, say Salakia, kind out of one con, and push on past it. You walk around with a heavy heart. You don't want that to be your reputation. Sisters, you don't want your reputation to be that of a sister that can't take correction. You can't take correction, your reputation will precede you, and the courting process for you will be hell. Because you're going to have a brother, or you may not catch a brother. A brother may not want to deal with you because of what they know about you, your reputation, your name. That will have you lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead,
Con, because with a bad reputation, it brings on a lack of trust.
Right.
So if a brother or sister, don't trust in you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't have any confidence in you to carry out, or following these laws, statutes, commandments, or being a brother, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the brotherhood is at a wash if nobody can trust you. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, what you're saying is absolutely heavy. Because, like I said earlier, when it comes down to that reputation, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is stuff that people, when you go into, let's just say Passover, you know what I'm saying? People know, or we know, to look to other people because of the reputation that you might have within your school. And then somebody, okay, man, go. You know what? Who got the liquor? It may be one brother who got the reputation for always having a strong drink, and he don't give a damn who you are. You got an empty cup, and he gonna pull you up. Just come around that brother. You got brothers who got you, for instance. You got a reputation of being the grill master. So when people come, don't laugh. It ain't. I ain't trying to put you on the spot, but what I'm saying is, it's when brothers come, they understand, oh man, we finna get some barbecue. Who the brother that do the grill? Oh yeah, well he gonna be out there? All right, no, I'm coming. Don't worry about that. I'm on the way. We got brothers down here, man, who got reputations for being the ultimate comedians, man. That whenever they're around, it's nothing but a laugh. All he gonna do is make you laugh. And damn, I can't. You hate to leave the brother, cause you ain't finna laugh 10 minutes down the road. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like we got sisters here within our school, man, that that she coming with the food. She coming with the food. If you hungry and it's Sunday and she gonna be there, she known for that. And it's not just her name, but it's her reputation. It's the reputation, man. And when you say somebody's name, that's why I'm having you, name can be easily synonymous for reputation. Right. Your name or your reputation is something to be regarded. It's something to be held to esteem. You know what I mean? You got something else on that? Let me get that.
For that shall continue with thee,
Mm-hmm.
For that shall continue with thee above 1,000 great treasures of gold.
It shall continue with thee above 1,000 great treasures of gold. So this should be something that's held even higher than receiving gain. This should be something that's held even higher to it says treasures. Is that what it said? 1,000 great treasures. So that's not just 1,000 pieces, because treasures is plural. So it says great treasures. So it's big treasures, and 1,000 of them, but 1,000 of them just being a great number. That means your name should be regarded as something that's priceless. Something that you can't measure. Something that, again, we understand what gold is, but who the hell knows who your grum is? Not saying it like that, but what I'm saying is when somebody gets to know your grum, or when people say, "Hey man, okay, I do that over there, or him right there," oh, that's a dependable brother. You need somebody to go out there and watch your rib get all the stuff from the car. Hell, he'll go over there and get it himself. She ain't gotta go. Oh, that brother can do that? You trust that brother? Like, yes. Oh, I need to give somebody a sum of money to give to somebody else. Can I trust him? Yeah, I can trust him. Because he regards his name as something that's precious, something that's valuable. So when people ask you to do things, like you say, it's a trust thing. And then it's one of them things whereas you know this cat and you know his mentality. That's why I like my one scripture, man. You got to know the men that labor amongst you. You got to know what type of reputable men or if you have reputable men around you. Knowing whether somebody carries a good reputation or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what makes this school so important, because there isn't a lot of reputable men and women walking amongst, in the earth right now. Like, I mean, I don't put a lot on other folks' names unless you in this school. If you're not in this school, I halfway don't trust you, because I don't know what you believe in. If you believe you only live once, I gotta kind of watch you. I don't, because I mean, hell, living YOLO, you ready to do anything, because you gonna die with that. And me, I'm knowing, nah, you don't live once. So I'm not gonna have you around my kids, because you only live one. Nah, you gonna die this time. I can't bring you around my brothers here, because you might start, like I got family members, man, who I would love to bring them here to the school, man. I would love to. But the reputation that they have with me keeps me from bringing them. It doesn't keep me, but it's one of them things where I'm not gonna bring somebody, especially with me, smelling like weed or something like that to the school, because I don't want it to scar my reputation. So I always tell them, hey man, well, that's where the school at. If you ever want to go, it's the address. Or we got class online too. You can always watch there, because I have a reputation that I like to uphold, that I would like to uphold, you know what I'm saying? And again, I hope maintaining it it's not a easy thing to do. It's something that you got to constantly work at. And you work at it from being a student, to being a trooper, and then to being an officer of 50, and then your reputation and the things that you continue to do, your consistency helps build in that name or your repertoire or your reputation, you know what I mean? But we got more on that though. Let me get 13.
Verse 13. A good life hath but few days, but a good name endureth forever.
But a good name endureth for a little time.
Forever.
A good name is, for about an hour. It only means about an hour.
Forever.
Now take out name and switch that word for me.
But a good reputation endureth forever.
A good reputation endures forever, man. a good reputation, man, it endures forever. But it is so easy to tarnish a good reputation, man. It's a good life. A good life is you can live good for about a week. Anybody can live good for about a week. And I used to dream about hitting the lotto. Hit the lotto, and I knew I would spend it all in about a week's time, cause nigga don't know nothing to do with I don't know nothing to do with no money. Everybody, you could do that in a few days. That's a week. But now, say hit the lotto, and then you begin to do things for black folks, and then you give all your money away. Your reputation gonna endure forever, cause people gonna remember that. But now don't do that and start smoking crack, cause that's the last thing they're gonna remember about you. You didn't kill your reputation. Like, I mean, like, and it's so, like, a reputation, like, it's, that's why I say, man, like, here, go ahead,
Reputation is like, like for students, a reputation is like your GPA.
Right,
It's easy to drop,
right,
you know what I'm saying, but it's hard to gain back.
damn right.
So like if you got a 3.0, 4.0, and you make one F or a D or something like that, and it dropped down to a 2.5, it's gonna take you a long time to build that back up, man.
It's gonna take diligence. It's
Right.
It's gonna take diligence, some long suffering. You know what I'm saying? Some correction. It's gonna take some of that, but you gotta be willing to go through it to get it, and you have to understand what it takes to maintain it. Because, like, okay, even in the scriptures, man, you had brothers of renown, brothers of high reputation, of high esteem. You know what I mean? Like full-on priests, or that came from a good house. Like when you read in Samuel, right? And his sons began to do wickedness. Samuel made a good name for himself, man. And now the sons get the temple, and now this is what they doing. They out there cheating the people and sleeping with people's wives. God damn, man. You know how long it took for a brother to get a reputation like that? To be a prophet, to be the one that the Lord speak with. Even the Lord been speaking with him since he was a kid. And now y'all niggas doing this? Good night. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, and that's why I see why the Lord, you know what I'm saying, he would kill certain people, man, and take out their whole house, because the reputation that would precede you would be one of wickedness, be one of evil. So now you would have to get the evil from amongst Israel, because the reputation of the congregation would be at stake right now. And that's the last thing that we would want. Like, that's why, and again, like, that's why I say I embrace the fact that when our videos come on and it says, you know what I'm saying, we're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we are not affiliated with any Hebrew Israelite camp or organization. Our reputation is at stake. Our reputation is at hand, man. Like, and to maintain this, it takes you to want to meditate in the law day and night. It would take you to want to, listen to the men above you, man. It takes you holding your rank, having a perfect heart. You know what I'm saying? It takes that diligence. It takes that hard work, man. It takes that long suffering, man. Because your reputation that people see you by, and when people see you in the world, you carry the reputation of this school. So now imagine being at the grocery store or something, wearing your fringes on your pants. You wearing your fringes correctly. You wearing UPK apparel, but then you up at the store buying cigarettes. What does that do to the reputation of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, man? Like, that's something that if you watching this class and you haven't thought about that, and you aspire to be One West, think about that. If you a sister, man, and you on Facebook and you making crazy posts or something like that, and you just, talking a whole lot of nonsense, man, think about that. You just not shaming yourself. That it's just not you. Because it's more than just you. That it's more than just us that's on Facebook, unless you got only us as your friends. But even then, you represent your husband, and then your husband represents the school. The school is the representation of the Most High. We walk in the representation of Christ. We all equate to I am that I am. We come in His name, Yasha Allah, princes and princesses of the power. So this thing about reputation, this isn't a light subject. This isn't something to just be trolled over, or something that, that's just that one time. All it takes is one time. That's all it takes. One moment of shamelessness, you know what I'm saying, can end in turmoil for the school. One bad slip up. That's why the school says, that's why as a trooper, you get taught not to teach. You get taught to be quiet, because everything that you have to say shouldn't be said. But that goes back into your reputation, because you follow orders. You begin to get that reputation of following orders. As an officer, you get taught not to teach things that haven't been taught. Don't break down those scripture that you haven't heard broke down before. Don't go into a topic that you never heard be discussed. Don't give out a synopsis on a movie, on an action, on something in the news, without first hearing General Muhammad say, this is the ISUPK's official stance on this subject. Because we have a reputation to uphold. It's like Officer Malakwa, how he checks behind some brothers and sisters' posts when it comes to news articles. Do your research. We have a reputation of being known as the home of the truth. Don't just put out things that you didn't research. Like this topic of reputation, I mean, we can go on it all day, you know what I'm saying? Because I got more precepts. Bear with me just a second. Pull some more. Just a moment. Let me see where I won't go with this one. Give me the book of Give me the book of Give me the book of the commandment is the lamp. No. Give me the book of Proverbs chapter 6. No. I don't want that one. Nah, man, I just keep going on, cause I got some other ones. I don't want to bring these out just yet. I didn't skipped all around my lesson, but it was, kept hitting on different points. So now I'm kind of off track. But to sum it up, man, you know what I'm saying? Your reputation means everything, man. And your reputation, especially if you call yourself an Israelite, if you're a so-called Israelite, your reputation, man, it should be something that you regard heavily, because your reputation is not just one of yourself. Your reputation goes into what your nation looks like, man. because we have to get out of this that, you know what I'm saying, that we are our own men and women, that the things that we do don't equate, or it doesn't show forth to, it's not a larger entity behind us. You know, when you was a kid, you know, you go to school and your parents would say, you know, who do you represent when you go? You represent my house when you at school, or at least my mother did. That's how my mother was. A lot of folks that had fathers, or fathers would say certain things like that. You know what I mean? And so you come in the representation of, matter of fact, give me that out the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, because I knew it would lead me into it. I wasn't trying to go there, but it's name in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. I wasn't trying to go there, not today, but I done went all over my lesson. And with me going over my lesson the way that I did, you know, it took me to the, you could give his name, and then it'll be, you could go down, skip down to the part over where, right above where it says representation at. It'll be on the other side. You have name, and then you have names with the S, but then you want to go above names where it says representation on that top stanza. Or if you bring it here, I'll read it. It's all good. I'll read it. I ain't want to highlight in your book. That's why I just respect other people's property. It ain't my property, so I ain't want the water. You know what I'm saying? But this is name. And this kind of goes into what Officer Tazadak brought out yesterday. But it's, you know, to pray in the name of Yahushua is to pray in as his representatives on earth, in his spirit and with his aim, and implies the closest union with Christ. But this is just speaking, you know, holy. I wanted that piece of that definition, because your name, or to be under Israel, or to be called an Israelite, is to move or to operate in the name of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Like we are representatives of the Most High here in the earth, and that's how you should conduct yourself. Like, and to be a representative of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge is to maintain your integrity. It's to hold steadfast to this truth even until death, because that's the representation of this school. That's the representation that we seek to lead in. You know what I mean? But I don't want to go too far, because I went all off my lesson, and I got some more for tomorrow. So I'm gonna stop it right there. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta hold back, because I done went all through my lesson, and I don't want to give up too much, because I got more. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to. Yeah, man. I don't want to go over I don't want to go into next week's. You know what I'm saying? Scriptures that I got, because I had it set up in a certain way, but I don't want to give too much of it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to end it right there. I'm going to pass the class over to Trooper Yagrum, man, for the announcements. It's all right. He can give it to you. Yeah, security announcements.
Shalom, Lord of Christ. These are the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Ma'asharah, which means tenth in Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or the teacher. Priest fund. Free will or offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like.
Upcoming holy convocations. The blowing of the trumpets.
Up and coming holy convocations is the
The feast of the blowing of the trumpet.
the feast of the blowing of the trumpets.
Didn't you have one of them? No, go ahead. Go ahead.
And that concludes the security announcements.
And with that, we're going to give a courteous salute to the brothers and the sisters. But of Israel, Imagine, which means to stand. Men of Israel, I Imagine Shabbat, I Imagine Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Brakatah, Yazmatah, Sar, turn to face the sisters. Men of Israel, I Imagine Shabbat, I Imagine Barak, Yahweh Shem Allah Shem Yahweh Shai, Yazmatah, dismissed.